Hello, my name is Dr. Blair Washington, and I'm a senior physician editor at MCG and one of the physician annotators working to validate MCG's AI agent. I am joined today by Dr. Jason Gillman. Dr. Gillman is MCG's Director of Informatics, and we are excited to have a conversation about how MCG is building an AI agent that can reliably reason over our clinical guidelines. Thank you for being here today, Jason.
It's a pleasure to be here, Dr. Washington.
To kick us off, can you describe MCG's process for validating our AI agent? How are we providing context to the AI agent?
So that's a great question. And validation gets tricky since large language models perform fuzzy tasks that don't always have a single correct answer, but rather a range of acceptable outputs. So how are we handling this at MCG? We start by having our internal physician editors and our physician informaticists perform the same task as the AI agent. We ask them to annotate real-world clinical encounters, matching clinical data to guideline criteria. And this essentially simulates a utilization review. The clinical encounters are fully de-identified to ensure data privacy. And we do take data ethics very seriously at MCG. In fact, our de-identification algorithm was certified by a third-party vendor. Clinical encounters are also annotated in duplicate. So we've all heard the joke about 5 physicians in a room, you get 6 different opinions. Well, our physicians at MCG are no different, me included. So any disagreements are identified and resolved through consensus in order to establish a ground truth. And finally, the performance of the AI agent is then compared to those human experts, with that ground truth being the gold standard. Now, these disagreements between physician annotators serve one other purpose. They help us identify ambiguous medical concepts we think the AI agent will struggle with, things like altered mental status or gait impairment being 2 examples. So as we reach a consensus, we write up some additional context that further clarifies those elements. And that context we create is then incorporated into the prompts which feed into the large language model.
It certainly is a complex process, and it feels like that as we work through it. So thank you for describing it. As this is a rapidly evolving and new technology, there are not clear guardrails. Can you tell us, how has MCG and you specifically as our representative been involved in the development of industry standards addressing the use of AI in healthcare?
Sure thing. So several folks at MCG have been involved in various industry working groups, and I can mention a couple that I've personally been involved with. First off, we have CHAI, which is the Coalition for Health AI. I've been participating in their clinical decision support work group, and these meetings include different vendors presenting what they call a tale from the trenches, where we describe how we overcome various challenges and blockers that we encounter when developing our solutions. I believe CHAI is using those sessions to identify some best practice guidance that can apply to industry as a whole. The other is the NCQA AI work group. And NCQA is, of course, well known for health plan accreditations and HEDIS quality measures. So I think they're hoping to develop some new product offerings for both health plans and solution developers. And on the developer side, it may be some type of accreditation or some other structured evaluation of the solution.
Thank you so much for your work. It's, I think, critical that we get this right so that we build trustworthy and reliable products, not just at MCG, but across the industry.
For sure.
A final question, and maybe the most important. What are you most excited about as we develop this new technology?
Yeah, absolutely. The general trend I'm seeing at MCG is a transformational shift in strategy. And I want to be very clear, we aren't abandoning our roots in evidence-based guidance. I would make the argument we are building on that foundation with AI-powered medical reasoning so that we can integrate more seamlessly in next-gen workflows. With that being said, what excites me the most is this idea of clinical reasoning as a service. Concepts like software as a service, or SaaS, and platform as a service, PaaS, have been around for a while. But large language models have created the opportunity to extend these concepts into more abstract domains like medicine. And given our reputation as a source of truth in the utilization management space, I think MCG is well positioned to deliver API service level access to high quality medical reasoning built around our guidelines.
Thank you so much for your time today, Dr. Gillman. It's been a pleasure to work with you on this project, and and to have this conversation with you this morning.
Likewise, looking forward to more to come.
Yeah.